It's time for the MCTS experience with Mr. Orr and Mr. Nash. Discover your passion and unlock your future.
Welcome, one and all, to one of my favorite episodes of the MCTS experience. I already know we're just underway, and I can feel it's going to be a good one.
Powerful energy coursing through the veins of MCTS.
We are wrapping up National Apprenticeship Week, Mr. Nash, and what a week it's been, huh?
Whirlwind. A whirlwind.
My hair is all wind blown.
It was awesome. And all joking aside, it was really wonderful. Celebration of achievement, of execution of careers.
Yes.
And people putting the landing gear down and then the 747 right on the tarmac, and they are coming out and enjoying adult world, making it happen.
Perfect landing. So we started off the week on Tuesday with, of course, attending the Princeton Plasma Physics Lab's second apprenticeship graduation.
Which is a nationally recognized model program.
First of its kind in the nation.
First of its kind in the nation to work with, and I'm going to use their word, a laboratory where they're trying to generate an alternative form of electricity through nuclear fission, which is incredible. Just Google that for a second.
Yes.
And then they're hiring students from Mercer County Technical Schools in our secondary high school and as well as our post-secondary program.
That's right. And they also send some of the kids, depending on the program that they're at the lab, to our adult evening school for different skills.
It's unreal. But
our post-secondary school.
Upon completion of the program, they're an employee of the laboratory, and a Princeton University employee.
They're getting
all the
benefits right off the gate.
No debt.
They're making good money just even in the apprenticeship
Really
time.
Good money.
And then when they
buy
get
a
hired
house
full-fledged.
Buy house money.
Last year, Sheehan and
the kid from criminalistics.
Crim Kid, Chris? Robbie.
We saw him there.
Yes, they were both there. They were working. They took a little break to attend the graduation. Anyway, long story short, we also want to give a shout out to Sean Ho, adult evening school student who finished that program and was at his graduation, and of course, legend, shared time student,
Billy Park alumni,
auto tech class, Russell the Muscle Gutter. And we have a nice interview with Russell.
You guys are going to say you've written this episode.
Outstanding. So that'll be coming up shortly on this episode.
That's a lot. There's a lot. But Princeton Plasma Physics is a marquee. Einstein was involved in the creation of PPPL.
100%.
True story.
100%.
Like if you watch what's the film that you and I just watched? We were talking about.
Oh yeah,
Oppenheimer. The people from the Oppenheimer film were hands down on.
Einstein has a cameo in that movie. He's in it.
Yes.
It's not the real him.
No, it's not.
No,
they didn't do that. But
right.
I can assure you that something as powerful as that is a part of the MCTS tapestry and fabric.
1000%. So anyway, congratulations to those graduates. And then, of course, on Wednesday, George Gent put together
the Gentster once again.
Whew, unbelievable. Quickie interview with George, but we got some great footage, and Nick will be showing pictures from the National Apprenticeship Week celebration that happened.
What I love and what you're going to see is, and it's just a teaser, it explains what a federally registered apprenticeship program is for a person to go to that. So parents, students that are juniors or seniors, people that are thinking about career opportunity, it's the equivalent of a bachelor's degree in college. And you're going to hear all about this. I don't want
with a lot less debt, I might add.
Oh my! It's
big thanks to James Gabriel from the Department of Labor, who was kind enough to speak with us and deliver the keynote address,
heavy hitter,
to our students, as well as all of the different business partners and community members who came out to showcase their apprenticeships. It's great. It's great. Hopefully you're seeing some pics.
Wait till you see the live footage that we took from there. I don't want to
check out all our social media as well for this thing.
Absolutely.
All right, now some quick announcements before we get underway.
Line them up, knock them down, Orf. Let's go.
We got a lot to go through. All right, big thanks to the PTSA for two events, both the Homecoming Friendsgiving that's happening as you see this on Friday night.
The MCTS family.
Very
it's alumni.
Cool. We love it.
It's almost a fraternal component of MCTS.
Come on out and enjoy on Friday. And then also the PTSA put together a dine-out event at Texas Roadhouse.
No brainer.
That was on Thursday night at the Texas Roadhouse in Hamilton. Thanks to everybody that came out and dined out.
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
that's another supplementary fundraiser that we do, which is amazing.
Thank you, PTSA. How about this? How about this coming up that just happened?
And again, to compound on top of the different career opportunities that happen in Mercer County, so we got a district tour in which first-time guidance counselors and child study team members, people that are like, hey, I kind of know about this place, but I really don't know about it. They were able to come tour the facility, check it all out, which is incredible.
And we got our steps in too. I think I clocked 11,000 steps just during the school day.
Well earned.
Thank you. I needed it. After the dine out event.
That bod's not going to grow itself, Orf. Come on, let's go.
I'm doing a pretty good job of growing it. What else? Tell us about the holidays coming up.
You got a super holiday bonanza blowout. It's going to occur first week in December.
Yes.
And they're going to have a myriad of things. They're going to have an incredible pancake breakfast. They're going to have an omelet station, and they're going to be selling ornaments. Right now they're making the ornaments which is incredible.
Pardon my interruption. 3 different shops represented in that.
Go.
The culinary program.
Yes.
The horticulture and turf care management program, and the graphic design program.
Graphic design is unleashing kung fu. Orf, show them. Just give them a teaser of the cookbook.
Oh, wait. I've just been handed a bulletin.
Oh, my gosh. What is going on there? What is that? Is that the Christmas cookie cookbook?
Christmas cookie cookbook for sale that day. Recipes from our very own culinary program, created and printed.
Wow. The cookie exchange in your neighborhood. Maybe a Hanukkah party, Kwanzaa party.
Yes.
Hey, you just like to celebrate. Maybe it's Festivus. Make some cookies.
Maybe you just like making some cookies. Yeah. Maybe you want to keep the dad bod going.
Listen, mine runs on that kind of delicious food. I'm quite an aficionado.
Stop by. That's December 7th at the Cypex Center. $12 admission for grown-ups. Omelet station, sausage. Pancakes, juice, coffee, the whole nine.
Nash will be there. I'm going to do the coffee breakfast bonanza in which I envelope everything into one item and chow down on it. The kids want to see me do it.
To be clear, it is all you can eat. So if you have an appetite like Mr. Nash and myself,
it's a major setback.
It's $12 to get in for adults, $8 for children. Children under the age of 3 eat for free. That's a rhyme.
There you go.
You're under 3.
What happens if I dress up as a 3-year-old? I don't think they'll let me do that.
Well, you have to there's height requirements. It's like a roller coaster.
You must be
you must be this tall to eat for free.
You must be this high. Right. Anyway, keep going. We love it, Orf.
We've got a couple of great admissions events. There's the info session December 12th here at the Cypex Center, 129 Bull Run Road, 6 p.m. Come in person. We're not going to tour all the shops, but you're going to learn a lot. You're going to see the campus. You're going to see this big pumpkin head.
Are you going to be virtual with this too, or
that one's in person? In person.
That's a no-brainer. If you got a kid on the edge of the fence, you're not sure, bring them.
Come and talk to me. Ask me questions. It's great. And that is for 8th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, anybody appropriate for these programs. Or if you're just curious about the programs, you want to come and learn a little bit.
Why not?
Come on out.
Why not?
Parents, students alike. And the other admissions event, of course, is we covered it. We covered it all.
Look at that. It's all right. There's a lot on here.
Oh, no. District tour. I
did the district tour.
We did it. We got our steps in. It was great. All right, very good. Last but certainly not least, I just want to give a quick encouragement to the students and parents. Get in touch with Mrs. Ferdetta. She was the Aspect Center and Health Science Academy guidance counselor for many, many years. She's moved into this great position, college and career counselor. She's bringing colleges to our campuses every Tuesday and Thursday all year long.
So if you can lock in on a particular school that your son or daughter might be interested in, might want to know who's coming and when.
Absolutely. Or even if you're just curious about a school, go meet them. Go meet that rep. Go learn about them. Take some flyers. Take some tchotchkes.
So it's a more intimate one-on-one instead of a college fair where it's filling up a gym.
Absolutely.
This is more one-on-one. I think that's really...
Additionally, putting together FAFSA, how to fill out the FAFSA night. There's info sessions about
Jen,
that.
you and I have both done it.
And so get in touch with Ms. Ferdetta. Get onto our website. There's a whole college section on the website for our students that are college bound.
Great opportunity.
I think that's about it. We have a big episode, so we want to get to those interviews.
It's like a T-bone steak. It's juicy.
I can see the juice dripping out of the bottom of this episode. Great. So stay with us. Happy National Apprenticeship Week. We'll be right back after this. The welding program follows the American Welding Society program guidelines and offers students many career pathways such as metal fabrication, pipe welding, industrial maintenance, weld inspector, and more. The program involves both hands-on and theory lessons and helps build the students' knowledge base in math measurements, welding processes and design, while covering safety, welding equipment, MIG and TIG welding, and flame cutting. In addition to OSHA certifications, students will test and apply to become an AWS certified welder. Welcome back, everybody. We are pleased and excited to be standing with MCTS alum, shared time program graduate from Billy Park's auto tech class, Russell the Muscle Gutter. How are you, man?
I'm great. How are you?
Very good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's so exciting. We're standing in front of the Stellarator, which is a dynamic part of Princeton Plasma Physics.
And let's back up a little bit. So we're at Princeton Plasma Physics Lab second apprenticeship graduation. Reminder that it is National Apprenticeship Week. Russell is part of the second graduating class of apprentices. We're very proud of you.
Thank you very much.
Tell us how it's been. Tell us about the experience.
It's been an amazing experience. Yeah. Apprenticeship programs. It's kind of weird to think that they haven't really taken off earlier, but it's an amazing.
They're taking off now, aren't they, buddy?
Yes, they are. They sure are taking off right now.
What's your day-to-day position here now that you're hired full-time and you're through the apprenticeship program? Like, what will you be engaging in and managing on a daily basis where you're at right now in your career?
So right now with my career, I am working in the lab's power systems department. So we pretty much take power from the grid, spin up motor generators, and then supply it to our main experiment.
Okay, great. So it's because if you guys ever fired that sucker up, what would happen to the houses all around Princeton and Plainsboro and everything else?
Oh yeah, there would be an entire blackout if we pulled it right off the grid. Yeah.
You could zap Princeton, Plainsboro, West Windsor, probably Hightstown, couldn't you?
Yeah, probably. It's quite a lot of power.
Now, Russell, I heard you say our main experiment here at PPPL. So just for the folks at home in layman's terms, like what is the main experiment, if you will?
Of the facility.
The main experiment. How would I put that in layman's terms?
In layman's terms, it's hard, isn't
That's
it?
the hard part. I know all of a sudden all these super high intensity words are flowing and rivulating through his mind.
It's pretty much a big stainless steel container that has plasma in it. So plasma is what you see in a lightning bolt, what you see in neon light. In the sun. Yes, yeah. We
so you guys contain that. You manufacture. You cause that to form here.
We heat up gas, and then it creates a plasma, and then we confine it with very, very powerful magnets. Yes,
that is so cool. It's like the Spider-Man movie where Doc Ock is like trying to do his thing because kids will know that. All right, so you guys are basically doing that, but in terms of creating an alternative form of energy, and that's what you're hoping to harness. Oh my goodness,
unbelievable. So right from the word go, right from the jump, when you're an apprentice, it's my understanding that you're hired right away by Princeton University. You're an employee of Princeton University, and the lab is part of the university.
Correct. Yes.
And Department of Energy and Department of Labor. It's a really neat trifecta in terms of partnership. And
can you tell me, because everything that you and Nash just said sounds very sciencey to me, but you were in our auto tech program. How did the stuff that you learned? Shout out to Billy Park, to Mr.
Absolutely,
Park.
Shout out Mr. Park, man. You were a great teacher. I loved working with you.
We agree. We agree. How did what you learned in Mr. Park's class prepare you to work here at the lab?
It really just helped me refine my my technical skills, working with my hands, working with tools. It's something I already did, when I was younger. I mean, Legos are great, taking things apart, putting them back together. But being in Mr. Park's class really helped me refine that and gave me the confidence to realize, I can go out into the world and work with my hands. Yeah.
That's super cool.
That's
super cool. I also heard several different people, including the director of the lab, speak about how students need to have, apprentices need to have that mechanical ability, which you clearly have.
Yes. Yeah, it's important, but it can be learned. Yeah.
So you had an intrinsic component in your fabric, in your DNA, that magnetized you to want to be. And then when you came to this environment, do you remember when you first got in here, like from the point when you and I talked and you were on our school work program, you graduated, I remember saying to you, Russ, you should keep an eye on this program. This program is pretty dynamic, and I think you'd do well there. And you took the ball and ran with it. When you first came here, what was it like?
Well, it was during a pretty weird time because that's when COVID first started, and it was kind of almost like a ghost town, but slowly but surely things ramped up, and it was just an amazing experience. I was learning things that I never would have probably gotten my hands on if I never came here.
That is so wild. I love it.
How long was the apprenticeship, soup to nuts?
About 4 years. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, depending on which apprenticeship program you enter in, it's about 4 years.
And the apprenticeship programs just change every year for all different positions, whether it's IT, mechanical, welding, machinist. I mean, there's a myriad of careers that are ignited by an apprenticeship here, and that's the program that you do. Yeah. So it's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
Russell, we're really, really proud of you. Really excited for you. You got a great future. You're a full blown employee here now. You're going to be making
He's
great
in the
money.
laboratory. You're Princeton University employee.
Yeah.
And how old are you?
I'm 23.
23, full-time position, full-time benefits.
I joined at 18. Joined the apprenticeship program at 18.
Oh my gosh, that's
right
so
out of high
cool.
school.
Wow.
Really, really cool. So nice to meet your family today. We're all really happy for you. Hold up your plaque.
He has his award right here, which is
very nice.
Oh, hold on. Special guest, bring him in.
Special guest.
Look at this. This is how real it is.
Can we widen out that shot, Mr. S?
Here we
MacGyver.
go. MacGyver, here we come. Bring him right in.
Ladies and gentlemen, Andy Karp is the I don't know what to call him except
He's a
for
technical
the
manager.
grand master mentor
He
of
really
all
is
these kids in this program.
He's really an awesome man.
He's a great man.
Come to the lab, you'll be working with this man plenty, and he's a wonder to work with. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. And that was real. We didn't stage that. We didn't stage you getting in here. We threw the vaudeville hook on you, pulled you right in, Karp. It's no big
And
deal.
I'll tell you what, all the stuff that I said there before is absolutely true. Russ has heard me say it a million times. I never, ever wake up in the morning and regret being here at the lab. I never feel like I don't want to come to work. The stuff we do here is just really, really stimulating and exciting. And I just
That's
hope
so
that
cool.
these guys, he definitely has that passion, that fire to it. And I just hope that 33 years down the road, he got that same fire in his belly.
Well, we'll keep doing what we do.
Yeah.
We'll keep it going. We'll keep sliding young guys and gals that are from the family to you guys, and the rest is history, as they say. I mean, it's wonderful.
Very nice. Thanks for the pop in, Andy Karp. We appreciate you, sir.
I feel like
Congratulations, Russell. Very happy for you.
Russ, great job, buddy. Great job.
Many more great stories like this to come in the future out of this program, and out of this man, Russell Gutter. Thanks. We'll be right back after this.
Automotive Mechanics Technology.
The AutoTech program gives students the skills to repair, service, and maintain all types of automobiles. It includes instruction in brake systems, electrical systems, engine performance, engine repair, and much more. We are certified by NATEF, the National Automotive Technicians Education Foundation. All students in the program have the opportunity to earn industry credentials such as OSHA and ASC, Automotive Service Excellence, plus articulated credits from Mercer County Community College's AutoTech program. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live right now.
It's happening.
It's happening. In honor of National Apprenticeship Week, Mr. Gent and Mr. Nash put together this incredible event, working with our leadership at the Asping Center. Shout out to George Gent.
George Gent really nails this thing every year. He's
year.
the construction guru. He is the man with the master plan.
Yes,
it is beautiful.
He's the glue that puts it all together.
Correct.
So, well done. You can see the students behind us moving to different tables. Every one of the reps here represents a different apprenticeship or a different corporation. We are thrilled to have with us James Gabriel from the Department of Labor. Thank you very much.
Of course, thank you.
Mr. Gabriel was our keynote speaker just now, and in my opinion, knocked the socks off of the students.
Too kind.
Really nice job.
Yeah, he did an amazing job.
I appreciate that.
What we tried to do, and you're seeing this, imagine being in high school and being exposed to post-secondary opportunities upon graduation that include a trade school experience and the model. The million-dollar question is, can you differentiate for our viewers the difference between an apprenticeship and, are we good? An apprenticeship and an actual on-the-job component?
Sure, absolutely. So, there's something that we call a registered apprenticeship program, right? And there's three key components to that. Number one, when you start working for whatever apprenticeship program or whatever work site that you go to, you're paired with a mentor. So someone who's going to watch over you. I gave that Star Wars analogy before.
Yes, please recap that.
Okay,
crystallize that for our.
So the best way I can sort of describe with a pop cultural reference what an apprenticeship is by using Star Wars as an example, right?
I love it.
Galaxy far, far away. You have Luke Skywalker. You meet him. And you also meet Obi-Wan Kenobi, right?
Yes.
He's a master Jedi Knight, right? Yes. and he takes on Luke Skywalker as his apprentice. So what does he do? He mentors him, right? He teaches him the tools of the trade of what Jedi use.
How to execute.
How to execute, right? Or how to use the lightsaber, right?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And it could be a tape measure. It could be a voltage meter. It could be a piece of heavy equipment.
Exactly.
That is the mentor. And from your experience, do the mentors thrive in sharing their trade? Does the old dog love showing the new dog if the new dog is interested?
That's a good point. No, absolutely. For mentors, this is their opportunity to really give back, but also to mold their future colleagues and workforce to make sure that they're doing their jobs right?
And there's, look, I grew up in a construction home. There's an intrinsic component for people that are trade-based. They're gifted with kinesthetic ability in the mind, and they can connect it, and they use their eyes, their mind, and their hands to put it all together to whatever that component is. And they care if it's done right, and it almost is a representation of them. Their work is like, you see that curb? That curb is straight. That curb is what it needs to be. That building looks beautiful. Everything's organized. If you talk to an electrician, they're looking at the pipe and how the pipe is bent in the room and how it's laid out. And that may not mean anything to the general public, but to all the trades, it's almost a fraternal component. And it's important for parents to see this with what's going on here, because these kids are going in juniors in high school right now talking about career opportunity, a federally registered apprenticeship program. And I'm so glad you're able to articulate that, because it is a world of mystery.
It is.
Nobody knows, but we know and you know, but now we got to get them to know, which is brilliant. So
You explained it very, very clearly for our students, the difference between a registered apprenticeship and an apprenticeship. And we appreciate it clearing it up for us.
I do have another. So if I'm a parent watching this, let's pretend I got a son or daughter that's 21. They're in a career-based employment position, not just a job, just not a generic job, because there's a difference between job and career. Is it possible for them to enter into a federally registered apprenticeship program, even though they're not 18 or 17 and not right out of high school? Is that something that people do?
Yes, absolutely. You know, you have to be at least 16 years old.
Okay.
So
that's a threshold?
That's
Okay.
a threshold. So if you're 16 years old, you can enter into a registered apprenticeship program. A lot of these locals, a lot of the organizations that are here today,
Yes.
they'll take people on 16, 17, 18.
Upon graduation. So they enter.
Upon graduation, right?
But people do enter when they're 22, 23.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So it doesn't really matter what age you are, as long as you meet that minimum threshold. We see people going into these careers, vocations as apprentices at 30, sometimes even at 40.
Oh,
right?
wow. So if there's a shift in the economy. And is it safe to say, because this is something that really clicked in my own mind, and I know that you know this, upon graduation of a federally registered apprenticeship program, they receive their papers. It is the equivalent of a 4-year degree or a master's in the career trade world. If you have your papers, that means that you can go to South Carolina, North Carolina, and it might be different in the state, but you can show that document that says, I've gone through this program and I am knowledgeable on X subject matter. Is that correct?
That's correct. You know what? It's even better than that, because
Really?
you know, when you graduate college, certain employers, they value one school more than the other. If you graduate from Princeton or Harvard, that degree is going to hold much more weight than if, let's say, you graduate from Rutgers. No offense to Rutgers. I'm a Rutgers graduate myself.
We love you, Scarlet Knights. Don't worry.
But with this industry-recognized credential, with this certificate that you receive through a registered apprenticeship, you take that to any employer around the U.S. They're going to recognize that as the same exact credential from their local organization.
Really?
So you're going to be paying the same amount, because they're recognizing that you completed that program. You're on par with their employees who have completed that same registered apprenticeship. You can take that anywhere around the country, even some parts of the world.
But locally. So,
Yes.
in other words, and again, most people that receive their, and I like to call it their papers. It's the same thing as a degree. White collar's the degree. Blue collar is your papers. So we're connecting these principles because so much of the world doesn't know. So much of Mercer County doesn't know. And we want moms and dads and caregivers to understand that this is an opportunity that provides unprecedented upward mobility. And it's the truth.
Yes.
So I love it.
Absolutely. You know, this is definitely a pathway into a high-paying, recession-proof career. Right?
I love
And
it.
Recession-proof is very
recession-proof.
important.
AI is not taking over
No.
anything that's going on right here.
None of these careers that are here today.
Mr. Orff, do you dare give a shout out to all of our...
I do. I want to do it. First and foremost, a shout out to George Gent for putting all this together. And
Yes.
of course, James Gabriel from the Department of Labor. Really appreciate you being
course,
here.
you're very
Wonderful
welcome. It's a
speech
pleasure.
for our
Here it
students.
comes.
And now, Ladies and gentlemen, we want to give a big thank you to all of the trades and companies represented today, including the Laborers Union, the Operating Engineers, 2 different branches of the Operating, Local 68 and Local 825, Local 9 Pipe Fitters and Plumbers, PCHH, Tyndall Ranson, ACCNJ, the Local 27 Sheet Metal Workers Union, of course, Local 269.
Woo, doggy!
IBEW and Jason Maximovich, thank you, sir. Inductotherm, PPPL, Princeton Plasma Physics Lab, the Carpenters Union, Princeton University, Warschauer Electric, and representing for our diesel kiddos, Bergey's Truck Center. Thank you.
Love it.
Amazing. That was awesome.
And, of course, the Department of Labor. This is Mr. Orff. Thanks, Mr. Gabriel. We'll be right back after this.
Health Science Academy.
The Health Science Academy was established in 2010 and is located at our Assenpink Center, right across the street from Mercer County Community College. We have numerous business partnerships with healthcare organizations, guest speakers, project-based learning, and tons of possible pathways to a career in the healthcare industry. Whether you want to be a doctor, a nurse, a researcher, medical technician, phlebotomist, the list is huge. Students may also earn industry-valued certifications in bloodborne pathogens, basic life-saving, CPR, and automated external defibrillator. If we didn't give a big shout-out and congratulations to George the Animal Gent for putting all this together. George, really nice work.
It's the vision that you have for this event is second to none, and I hope other schools get to watch the podcast because they can do this. What you've done, and it's a vision that you had, and you said if we're doing construction, we're doing apprenticeship, federally registered apprenticeships. This needs to happen. So, just thank you. I mean, it's incredible. It's incredible.
Well, it's a privilege to be a part of a district and a team that allows me to be expansive and to be outside the box and so forth. Now, I've hosted events my entire career as an educator, but I always envisioned this like, wow, at a bigger scale. And I'm so grateful to be a part of a district that says, hey, George, let it rip. You know, guys take the cuffs off and say, hey, listen, what do you have in mind? We're there. We got your back.
It's real education.
Work the magic.
It's
and
real
that's why
education.
I came here, because of Mick Orff. Basically, this is
That's-
where the magic
that's
happens.
enough of that.
And being a #1 fan of Disney World, hey, guess what? This was like a no-brainer. But no, this is great. And you know something? I'm so happy for the students. And like you said, Dave, guess what? All districts can be hosting an event like this.
I mean, National Apprenticeship Week statewide. I mean, national.
Absolutely.
It's nationwide. What am I saying?
It should be.
Statewide.
National. It's
But it's
national
nice.
apprenticeship.
That's what I'm saying.
It's nice to be in a district where we're setting the bar. We're setting the standard.
I hope
you
so.
know,
But-
and
but
also
also-
the standard, and for National Apprenticeship Week celebration. New Jersey rocks. Mercer County Technical Schools is where it happens, but it takes some time and preparation. This didn't happen. If it wasn't for you, Nash, if it wasn't for Nick the Magnificent, Mr. Long, our supervisor, and all the behind the scenes, this didn't happen overnight.
It didn't.
But guess what?
That's
I
true.
love it. I love seeing the expressions on these young men's and young folks' faces. They're interacting. They have their
Engaged.
resumes.
They're
They're engaged, and they're asking
Love it.
great
Love
questions.
It. Love it. Hit it.
Great
Sophie.
job. And couldn't, of course, do it without the support of all of our administration. So big thanks to them. George, way to go. Congratulations. Go out there, get yourself a
sounds great.
a much-earned cup of coffee.
Go
Thank
back
you.
again, buddy.
Carpentry.
Students use hand and power tools and learn the technical knowledge of framing, foundations, blueprint reading, and finish carpentry. They also earn their OSHA certification and possible credits from Mercer County Community College and Thomas Edison University through the Northeast Carpenters Apprenticeship Fund. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Michael Orff. On behalf of myself and my partner in crime, Mr. David Nash, I would like to issue a formal apology. We at the MCTS Experience, for the second time in the history of the program, neglected to say hello to our friend, Nick MacGyver Sikowski, at the top of the episode. Due to time constraints and busy work schedules, we were unable to go back and reshoot the beginning. So we would like to take this opportunity now to issue a humongous hello and thanks to Nick MacGyver Sikowski.
How you doing, buddy? You there?
Well,
Mr. S,
we're close to 3 strikes and you're out. So I don't know. I'm the silent one behind the boards. I should speak up next time.
Dude.
Will you cut to camera 2 so you can see both of our faces? And will you please
accept,
forgive us and accept our sincere apology?
This horrendous,
absolutely
egregious.
Absolutely.
There we go. We're there.
All right, let's just do that one little take. We can cut it in later. I'm Mr. Orff. With me, as always, is my partner in crime, Mr. David Nash. How are you, sir?
I'm excellent.
Good.
Ready to go.
Good. We have a lot to get through this week, but I do not want to go a moment further without saying hello to our producer extraordinaire, Nick MacGyver Sikowski. Take it away, Nick. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I really thought we were going to get the silent treatment again there.
No, not at all.
All right, Nick, don't be mad. We're going to buy you treats. We're going to bring you
It's going to be like the Thanksgiving peanut special with Thanksgiving.
Yes.
We're going to get them
They had popcorn balls?
Pretzel sticks and some type of gelled candy, some sort.
Okay, maybe that was just traditional cranberry sauce. I have to go back and watch it.
It's beautiful. It's great.
Yeah.
Anyway, but here's the neat part was we had so much to celebrate and to be thankful for in this month of November.
Yes.
I mean, when you think about everything that was accomplished through indirect and directly the apprenticeship program and the target objective of kids going out and immersing themselves in the career world, which is really the end goal for this school.
And it's happening more than ever here at MCTS.
It's all different facets. It's like looking at a diamond. It's all different ways to see the glistening points of the accomplishments that our graduates and alumni are doing.
1,000. I couldn't agree more.
I love it.
By the way, enrollment is rocking and rolling. If you have not applied yet, you better do it. The clock is a ticking.
Everybody thinks that we hype this up like you better get on.
Yeah, it's. I'm not making it up, Dave.
Cosmo, like the heavy hitter program.
The heavy hitter programs, we could fill them now. We're going to review the applications that are coming in before December 1st. So get it in now if you haven't done it yet.
As they say, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Forever hold your peace.
There you go.
Do it. I think that's it, though. What do you think? I think we've covered a lot of ground.
There was a lot of really neat spin-off and sections that we covered and we filmed on site. I mean, and the reality that we're at PPPL and the National Apprenticeship Celebration.
We were all over New Jersey.
It was really great.
Yeah.
It was really great.
Yeah. Truly, though, I would like to say I'm very appreciative of you and you, Mr. S. Very thankful for you guys. Thank you very much.
For you, or if you're the anchor, buddy, make no bones about it.
Get out of here. And we're thankful for all of you, our subscribers and listeners. And that's a perfect note to say, please like us on Instagram, Facebook, follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook, LinkedIn, check out our YouTube channel with all the different content. X. And we've got several podcasts that you can look at and view and listen to on Apple, Spotify, Google Play, Google. We've got the Superintendent's View with our beloved superintendent, Mr. Matthew Carey.
Way of the Wizards.
The Way of the Wizards, the student-led podcast. Of course, filmed at 2 different campuses, including the new Aspen Pink Center studio and the principal's office with Dr. Phil Cristostomo and Mr. Jared Warren at each of their respective campuses. So plenty of content for everybody to see. Most of all, please like this podcast, download it, share it, tell a friend about it, and give us a 5-star review.
Be a friend, tell a friend.
Be a friend, tell a friend, and be a friend to yourself and apply now to Mercer County Technical Schools, mcts.edu. Until the next time, this is Mr. Orff on behalf of myself, Mr. Nash, and Nick MacGyver Sikowski, reminding you to discover your passion
and unlock your future.